Good morning, my friends, and welcome to another little fall vlog. Today we are carving a pumpkin. Last time we talked, we were apple picking, and today we're carving a pumpkin to begin our Halloween week, or when you're seeing this, maybe it is Halloween. And I'm gonna be so honest with you, I was hoping this vlog was gonna start a little bit of a different way. We had reservations booked at a really cute little restaurant log kind of cabin in the woods, but my health has just been such a struggle, and I have an ear infection right now that is just making it very hard to enjoy being around much noise. So instead, we're in the car. We're gonna go pick up the Great Canadian Bagel, some bagel breakfast sandwiches that my partner wants to treat us to start our fall day. I'm gonna make a pumpkin spice tea once I'm home, and then we're gonna go to a yarn shop I've never been to that carries real natural fibers, which are really hard to find here in Canada. I know in some countries it's a lot easier to come by, but as far as I can tell, we have one real yarn shop in my city of over 500,000 people. So we are gonna check that out today so I can hopefully get some yarn, because I've gone through my stash. I am sans yarn. So that's exciting. And then we're gonna get a pumpkin so that we can carve a pumpkin today. I know the car is probably loud with the heat coming on. It is 8 degrees, so it's a little bit warmer here today. But we're making the most of it. We're making do with what I'm able to do today. And I love a bagel. I love a bagel. So I'm still happy, even though we're having to pivot. And one day I'll show you this very adorable pottery and little tea room in the woods. It just isn't that day today, maybe for Christmas. The bagel boy has the goods. This place truly has the most delicious bagels. We are home with our breakfast sandwiches, our bagels, and we are watching season 2 of Nobody Wants This. We've had our bagels and we are going to the yarn store now. Now, I've not been to this yarn store before. Like I was saying earlier, it's the only one I can find in my city that has natural fibers, and I've never really knit much with pure wool before. I used to use Wool in the Gang, but it's quite pricey. If you know, you know. So I'm hoping to find some drops yarn today, which is the more affordable natural fiber yarn. So we will see what they have. I know it's a small shop, and I've heard from online reviews that the owner is quite knowledgeable in fiber work, and they do classes as well with knitting and crochet, which is pretty neat. So we will see what I can find, but I'm hoping to get yarn to knit some headbands. So I need to look up again. I think they recommended the Drops Lima. Not sure if we'll find that, but hopefully something of a similar weight we can find. We just checked out at the yarn store. It is such a cute little store, and the lady working told me that she is also knitting a Sophie scarf in the Drops yarn, and now I want to also knit a Sophie scarf in the Drops yarn. But I did find some Drops yarn. It's the Drops Air, and it's very bright, but perhaps you can sort of tell it's kind of like a heathered gray color, and it's so very soft. I haven't knit with wool. What's the blend? 65% alpaca, 7% wool, and 28% polyamide. So it's very comfy cozy. I think it'll make a very nice headband. And then I ended up also treating myself to another little skein of yarn, and this is the Barocco Vintage Baby Hand Paint. Hope you can tell what a beautiful colorway this is of the yarn, but it is so pretty. I think, is this a cotton blend? Oh, it's 52 acrylic, 40 wool, and 8 nylon, and I just love the colors. So maybe I'll make myself a headband or something. One day I will learn to knit a sock. It just feels a little overwhelming. This would make a really nice sock yarn though, I think too. But that was our little adventure, to the yarn store. And they had a cute little like workspace area, some table and chairs where you can tell they do like classes and workshops, which is very sweet. We are gonna run a few more errands, and then we're going to carve the pumpkin. Well, we have to get a pumpkin first, and then we're gonna carve a pumpkin. We got our pumpkin to carve. I held it like a fish, like I did with the apples. We got a little overstimulated running our errands. We did get our potato masher, which is what we needed to get. And I found a brambly hedge and a Paddington card, which I will try and remember to show you later. But we decided to come out to the nursery to get away from the busyness and the people, have a little country drive. Anywho, we picked a pumpkin to carve. So I think we're gonna try and do a little cat face. I've got some pictures from Pinterest that I found. Last year we did a Snoopy. We did like a flying ace Snoopy. I think we're gonna go home and get carving. Well, this one's gonna get carving. I'm probably gonna supervise. There's a food truck. We may have got sidetracked trying to leave the parking lot because it smells like delicious fries. So Nick said, I think we need some delicious French fries to lift our spirits. The fries smell very delicious. I also might have picked my face while you were waiting there because I have a little pimple. I don't want to include my chewing. That's a very good French fry. Very good French fry. Okay. We're gonna enjoy our fries and not subject you to the chewy sounds. We'll see you at home for pumpkin carving. Well, we've got our pumpkin here that we picked, and we're gonna try and do a cat. It's a little chilly out, so I think we're just gonna gut it out here and then maybe carve it inside. And I'm sure it won't last very long with both the squirrels and the weather, but it's about the experience and the vibes. So we're gonna get gotten on this. Oh, and I have my scarf that I recently knit myself on, as it is a little chilly out. So I am bundled up here in my scarf. I've also changed into my cozies, because if you wear jeans in your house, I don't trust you. Does anyone else remember when you were a kid going to like Halloween parties and there'd be the sensory bowls that you would reach your hands into, and there was always the pumpkin guts bowl? Do you remember that?
That does not sound familiar.
Oh my gosh, I hated it. So we have some Scoopies that we thrifted a couple of years ago that look like they were probably from our childhood that we can use to get scooping the guts. And I've got our Halloween Snoopy Peanuts bowl for the guts. I love the smell. It smells like the 90s. Because pumpkins were only around in the 90s, right? Ugh.
What?
It's just chilly.
I feel like I'm being too efficient with this.
Well, let me scoop some out. I'm inefficient.
I haven't scooped anything, but
Oh.
I feel like...
I got some under my nail. I did not like that.
It's good that you can wash your hands.
Yes, but it's the feeling.
I feel like when we were kids, this took like hours.
It's
and I
true.
feel like we're pretty well almost done.
Time passes differently as a child, and when you're a kid, it's about having fun and not being efficient. I'll let you know something. I'm not very efficient with this. I am bundled up. We decided it's gonna be a little too messy to do inside, and it's actually quite mild out. It is quite mild. I am just a baby with pots. It is cold for me. So I have bundled myself up a little bit more, but we're gonna try and do this cat. This is what we're hoping to do, which I think is quite cute, and just using like some little toothpicks to put the eyes where the ears are. So we're gonna see. Now again, I am the creative director. He is the artiste. We're gonna draw this on the pumpkin first with a Sharpie, see how it looks, and then hope for the best. No, I think that looks pretty darn good. And then those can go there. So we just have to try and get these out in one piece. Do you feel like Bob Ross?
Yes.
Bob Ross of pumpkins? The Pumpkin King? Another ear. Do you have a favorite costume from when you were a kid?
I don't know if I remember any costumes.
Hmm.
I think I dressed up as a ninja once.
Okay.
I think that's the only one I remember.
I was a big fluffy dog.
Hmm?
I said I was a big fluffy dog, like a sheepdog.
Sick.
Also once a big fluffy giraffe. Big pumpkin. Was an M&M one year, a witch.
How do you remember all that?
Because I love Halloween. I think I just heard the woodpecker. Y'all, we have exciting bird activity. There's a northern flicker. Sounds like a little cat. There's a northern flicker while we're out here carving our pumpkins. We can't see it yet, but I can definitely tell it's like in the tree right here. It looks even better than Pinterest. Why doesn't that happen when I do stuff? Okay, I'm gonna put the ears in. The ears look a little small for some reason. Oh, I actually think this is gonna be a little difficult for me. Cute. Okay.
Is that even close? It's fine.
That looks good. But now we have to try and get this one in the same spot. But you want to put it from inside? Our grand reveal! Oh my gosh! It's cute!
Is it good?
It's so good! This feels like the Halloween Town pumpkin. Oh my gosh, I should watch Halloween Town. This is so good. This is gonna be so good with a candle in it too. and it's October, so it's gonna be dark in like an hour probably. How magnificent is this? Wow, and that, would you say that was fairly easy as the carver?
Yeah.
That's incredible. It turned out so much better than I even expected. Well, I would call that quite the success. So Nikki's going to dump the pumpkin guts in the backyard for our little raccoon and squirrel friends to enjoy. We'll definitely have to come out and put a candle in this when it gets dark shortly, because I think it's going to be very cute and spooky. And I'm very grateful for Nick's patience with me and taking on most of the project, because I just like to watch. I don't have my tripod with me right now here, but I want to show you the little treasures from today and the Brambley Hedge card that I was going to show you. This little lady is Juniper, and perhaps you've seen on my Instagram before this little lady. I love the little mice ornaments. Canadian Tire here has them. Today, this little diva, she's joining the desk. She's just going to keep a watchful eye over the thread. My little thread and yarn here. Now, like I said, I also got a couple of cards, or rather my partner did for me, from the stationery section at Marshall's. It's a Paddington card, which one of you has sent me in my PO box before, and I love it so much, and I figured I'd pick one up. It was the only one there. I really want to frame one, but I think I'm going to send this one out to someone and frame the one that one of you sent me. There's this beautiful Brambley Hedge card. I love Brambley Hedge so very much. This is from A Spring Story, and I just thought it was so beautiful. So I need to write down these dimensions so that I can get a frame for it, and I'd love to like sit it framed on my desk or something. I think that would be really beautiful. So very grateful for those finds today. I love a card. I love a piece of art. And then my yarn, I want to show you in some better light. So again, I was looking for the Lima drops, but couldn't find that, but I did find the Drops Air, which I think is the same weight that my project calls for. Yes, it is. Perfect. Anyhow, so you can kind of see inside the color a little bit differently, and I've got some natural light coming in from the window. It's just a really nice whitish gray color. There was a really nice light blue one as well, but I figured this would be more versatile. I want to make a headband with it, maybe for myself, maybe for a gift. We'll see. It is just so soft, and again, I haven't knit with wool in a really long time, so might be a little bit of a learning curve to remember how that goes. And then this Morocco colorway, I just love it so much, with like the pinks and the blues and the orange hues. I think is so beautiful. So I'm probably going to make headbands out of both of these, just with the amount that it is. I think would be the perfect amount for a headband. Maybe this one will be for myself. I don't know. I think this is really beautiful and special and fun. And those are just my little treasures from the day that I didn't want to forget to show you. Okay, y'all, I'm actually going to wrap up the vlog here. I just had some dinner and I'm going to have a bath and work on some felt crafts in bed while watching, I think, some Barbie movies. I'm feeling nostalgic. I just wanted to still get up a video this week. I've been really struggling with my health and various things, and while I haven't been up for the weekly crafty vlogs, I'm really hoping to soon. I'm feeling a lot better physically, aside from this bizarre ear infection I've suddenly come down with. But aside from that, I can tell my POTS is doing better in my Graves this week anyhow. The roller coaster of chronic illness. However, I'm so grateful for all of you that tune into these videos anyways, and today was a very autumnal day. The perfect way to kind of close out October and into the Halloween spirit. I hope you all have a safe Halloween if you celebrate, or just a lovely end to October. We are going to have so many festive Christmassy videos in November. I don't know what's too soon for y'all. I don't really know too soon. Festivities are what keep me going, so we are going to be welcoming that energy very soon. You all take care of yourselves. You can always find me on Instagram, TikTok, Patreon for bonus podcasts and vlogs, and I will talk to you soon.